Hello comrades, it's me, yes, power to the people. It's me, a Yorkshireman, now living in Wales. I'm back again. And today, comrades, I'm going to investigate even more aspects of how the Welsh Government waste our money without our consent. The only consent they ever have is by implied consent, but it's not written consent, so that's not really true consent. Right, so I'm going to look at this document here, and it's called Wales and the World. So, any place, big or small, always wants to be seen as a big player in the big world. Right, it's a good aspiration, not going to knock it. And as part of that aim, the Welsh Government has 20 international offices in 11 countries. Who would have thought that then, eh? Overall, this costs us about £2 million a year. Now then, the interesting thing is, we can never get down to the exact cost or the exact amount of people who are employed in these places because for some reason the Welsh Government is shy. Yes, they're shy. They don't want to tell us what they're spending our money on. Bit of a common theme. And as I go through this, I'll demonstrate to you that none of this really adds any value at all or makes any difference to the import and exporting process, because I then came across a graph which is quite an interesting graph. And it doesn't really make any sense, to be honest. So as you can see, these offices go all over the place. Some of them I've been thinking to myself, why would they have an office there? I don't know. Like for instance in China, not really good for human rights as some of the others are. The other places are not keen on net zero, but for some reason we're okay with that. Well, the Welsh Government is. Anyway, I then came across this letter by Drakeford. Yes, we all know Drakeford. Ex-First Minister, resigned and then come back as another minister. Not bad work if you can get it, is it? And I'm showing you this because we always like evidence. And in this letter is this bit. Now the first paragraph's quite interesting. And it says, previous Wales in, so this is like the promotion stuff here, been in Germany, Canada, France and a couple of other places I think. And it says lessons learned. And what have they learned? Well, get this is like your basic PR stuff in it. Let's have a look. Let's see what they've learnt using our money and early engagement. Good Lord, who would have thought of that? Internal, external partners. No. Wow. And it's took them so many years to work that out. And that's the problem with it, and it's just rubbish. I mean, seriously. Discussing ideas and the rest of it. It's like being in a kindergarten. I mean, it's like, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Yeah, this is like a new stuff to them, and that shows the level of intellect we're having to deal with. You really couldn't make it up, and they're willing to write it. Now, also second paragraph, they have a dedicated Wales-based official. Well, clearly if this is the official who's saying these are the lessons learned, then where'd they come from? What background have they got in this sort of stuff? None at all. I mean, it's like you couldn't believe it. And the lessons learned from Canada, same paragraph. Early recruitment, no. Really? Wow, and you have to have everything in place? Good Lord, man, that's outrageous. What an idea that is. You couldn't make it up, could you? Anyway, apparently we're now off to India. And the idea is high quality trade, investment and employment for Wales. Right, I don't really think that's going to work for numerous reasons. Some of them I won't go into. But what is quite interesting, and I will say, I'll show you this slide here. I looked at this, and this is from the document. And top paragraph, international relations are reserved matters as provided by paragraph 10, schedule 7A to the Government of Wales Act. In other words, Wales cannot make any binding trade agreements. Simple as that. So the question is, why are we doing it? Answer is, it's a PR exercise using our money. Right then. So, and this is what they're calling it, promotional Wales in years. Right then, so you can see we've got the same players again. This year, off to India, and it says there, a budget of 246, give or take. I'm going to say that's going to be over £300,000. Why am I saying that? Because all the members of the Senate, civil servants, hangers-on and the rest of it will want a piece of the action. Who wouldn't like to go to India, paid event, sit down, have a bit of a chit-chat with folks, some food and the rest of it, maybe a massage and all that sort of stuff. Go on the beach, be nice, wouldn't it, there if you're near the beach. Anyway, so I don't really sort of buy into any of this at all actually. And interestingly enough, this is now the agenda. This is what they've got lined up using our money for the year. Right, quite a few events there, isn't there? About one a month, not a bad number if you can get it. Top paragraph though caught my eye. the Minister for Health and Social Services, anyway, he was at the Indian High Commission whilst the Health Minister undertook a programme in Mumbai and Kerala. Now, I don't think that was done on Zoom. So again, there's another flight. But in the back of all of this, I can't help thinking net zero. So, this is the thing which caught my eye. And this is the Welsh Government chart on imports and exports. Now, for some reason in my head, I'd expect this to be more variance in it. But these two lines, export is the dark one, imports are the lighter one. They follow each other. Now, if I had a sales team who were pushing and doing really well, I'd expect to see my exports go up. But what I don't understand is these lines basically mirror each other, which means that the presence of Wales in any of these countries hasn't made 1 ounce of difference at all. In fact, I might argue it actually seems to be a negative effect towards the end of 22 to 24, because it's a bigger gap. So why is that then? Now, the other thing we have to consider in the great picture of things is net zero. And I'm going to look at net zero because every time I talk about net zero or climate change, and I have a feeling that's why I've been sort of limited guest appearance on Facebook, it's because I don't agree with the subject. I have concerns about it. I think people are not getting true information. But net zero, Wales, they're aiming for 2050, right? And anybody who goes against that is like a naughty person. However, India, who we're now going to spend our money on and be best mates with, their net zero is 2070. Right then. So this is how it works. So literally, by the time it comes to 2050, the Welsh people and most of the people in the UK, unless things change drastically, will be in poverty. They won't have personal transport, they won't have cars, won't have anything. However, the Indians, well, they'll be doing really well because they can have coal-fired coal stations, they can do what they want, can't they? So they've got a massive start economically now because we're killing ourselves off, literally, economically, making it so expensive that I'll be in poverty, everybody else will be in poverty, you'll be in poverty, friends and family will be in poverty. Yet the Indians, they're going, yeah, you carry on with your 2050, mate, we're not going to bother till 2070. My money is that I'll get to about 2090 by the time we've finished. Right, not good news. I'd like to be more upbeat and positive, and I will find something maybe more upbeat and positive. Either way, thank you for watching, comrades. Please give it a thumbs up because, as I said before, I'm still getting sort of censored. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the other side. Take care. Thank you.